here package of single object template. You have documents fonts, which you need to install, some links, which we used at presentation, and three files: template IDML, template INDD, and PSD file. Template INDD for InDesign version as mine. Template INDML for InDesign version previous than mine. So let's look at presentation. There are a lot of instruments, but you need some of them. First of all, you need use left toolbar, selection tool, text tool. Maybe that's all. Then you need to use pages, layers, links, and let's look how it works. For example, we need to change name of the presentation. For example, here I put a single object presentation. For example, you need to change it. You need to select text, one click, and then multi-fun house. If you see that your text move out, you need to enlarge your frame, text frame, and everything will fine. If you need to change size of text, just select it, and here appears toolbar where you can change your font size. Here, to exit from editing the text, just press selection tool, or just escape. Moving between pages, press spacebar and left button of mouse, or pages, and select exact page you need. Here you can change texts, as I already said. By pressing zoom tool and creating a square, you can zoom in and zoom out. Press Alt and press left button on your mouse. So then you need to change images on photo or images on page. Double click, select exact photo, file, place. For example, I'd like to put this photo. I select it and open. Okay, everything fine, and it places it. If I need, but I think that I don't need to change anything. Here everything fine, and you can change digit. You can here change image, file, place. For example, this one. And it much bigger than my photo. You make double click. This is a frame of real photo. This is a frame. This is a frame of photo space. It's two different objects. You can minimize image but it's not good. Better way to find exact horizontal oriented photo, or for example, put like this. Not good, not good. Not like this one. Maybe much better. But I think that better if you find proper photo with horizontal orientation. Anyway, if you don't like result, and I don't like, you just press escape, or Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Oh, stop. Diagram. Diagram. I think that you need to ask me to change images because it's for me it's too complicated to describe how I have created it. It's not difficult. Here you can change, but this image I create in Illustrator. So I think that maybe easier to ask me to make your proper image for you. Tables, nothing difficult. You can change elements if you need to move to read out this row. Right button. You select a row. For example, you select a row or part of the row. Right button, delete row, and you delete it. If you need add one, select insert row below, above, for example, below, and you add and put some information there. If you need much more bigger table, for you need first of all add additional page. We now at page 6. We press right button, insert page after 6, and for example, now I'm creating long table. I add row, for example, 12 below. Okay, I have created, and we have a square sign and plus. I press a plus and create a table, and you can press here some digit. If you need to see rows and columns, you need to press W on your keyboard, and you see the all borders of the table, and you can correctly put table on page layout. To quit the such editor view, just press again W. It's inversible reaction on pressing the KV. So it's how it will be on the printing. It's edit mode. But we don't need these changes, so I'm pressing Ctrl Z. Oh, so same tables. As already said, we can change image by file, place, for example, this one. And select what kind of view you need. If you need enlarge your image and you have space for it, you can just move like this and move down. But here you need to think about space and don't enlarge more than content space. Content space, we see this blue here, blue rectangle. It's a content space. And for design, could be nice if you don't go through this blue border, just for image. Then here you can put the image as I said, change the text, and then the same situation, changing photos. If you don't need some pages, you just press pages. For example, I don't need this. Select 12, page 12, left, or right button, and delete. It asks, what about deleting page? You say yes, and page deleted. But I need it back. Or, okay, of course, you can select page by pressing it and press this button, delete the selected page. The same situation. If you need to duplicate, for example, you need this page for duplicating. You select the page, press duplicate spread, and it duplicated, but it put it on the bottom of all presentation. To move it at the right place, you need to hold and step by step move new page at that place where you needed to see it. For example, I wish to see it right behind the previous one. No. Two same pages. Of course, I don't need the second same as previous, so I delete it. Delete. You can change images and subscription of the photos. You can read out it. And as well, you can change column titles. Column titles we change on master page. Master page is the page which contain elements which repeat in each single page at the same place. For example, project details. I'd like to change it projects. Not project, but object. More different object details. For example, I change it and I make a mistake. Object. Change is done, but actually I don't need to change it. And of course you need to fix if you fix something on here, project. I move it back. Project. You need to change on bottom line. Maybe it looks like a timeline or table of contents. I don't know how it's named correctly, but if you make changes on top, you need to make changes on bottom on each master. because it's you need to make it manually because it's not works automatically. So I think that's all, and I think if you will have some question, you need to ask me, and I with pleasure describe your additional make some additional instruction if you need it. Thank you very much.